Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
The whole show in the other box. It's not even doing that.
All right, we have Mara McDonald on her way to this scene. This is the scene right now. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Mara.
Now we're right around Flint. We're right around the Flint area right now, making our way up there. And I want to show you the first images that we are getting out of Gaylord. They're coming from viewers. We've got some viewer video of the storm as it actually passed through Gaylord. So this is a National Weather Service confirmed tornado that went through here. We're also getting viewers sending in pictures of the aftermath. And it's confirming exactly what 911 dispatch up in Gaylord was telling us, which was this storm created us some substantial damage. We're talking big box stores like Hobby Lobby that have been crushed, strip malls where businesses like Little Caesars are in, they have been crushed as well. So we are on the road. We are north of Flint right now. We are going to be online at 10. We will be online and on the air at 11 with actual ground video. I will see you back there then. Devin, Karen, back to you.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Mara.
And as she mentioned, we are now hearing a lot from the residents in the aftermath of this tornado.
We did just speak with one woman who explains what it was like seeing the tornado coming.
Well, my heart was racing. I was very nervous because I had actually never seen a tornado before and never seen it in action with debris. So I was pretty nervous. We were just trying to think of a plan, and of course we don't have a basement at my work, so we were thinking we're just going to hunker into the bathrooms or something if it came our way. But fortunately it didn't. But unfortunately there was other people who, saw the brunt of it.
Exactly right. In the pictures you're seeing there, Brett Collar has been tracking the path of the tornado, how it developed. Brett, we got a classic hook echo on radar.
We don't see this very often here in Michigan, but the setup was just right. The ingredients were there. This is what the radar looked like just before 4 p.m. Now, worth noting, the radar very close to this storm, so a very clear picture as to what was happening, and obvious to see this hook echo take shape. Not only there, but also in the velocity scans as well. We can see how the rain and the winds are moving within the storms. Here's a clear look of where those reds and greens are coming together. Very tight rotation, and it was on the ground for some time. 5 minutes later, as that storm moved further east, now east of town, still very tight rotation, very bright reds and greens. The other thing that we saw, which is really scary to see, is debris lofted in the air. Something called CC, or our debris detector, this blue ball, indicative that something non-meteorological is up in the air and is being detected by the radar. So it's not rain, not snow, not hail. It's likely fences, carports, branches, something man-made or solid that's not in the weather world. So very scary pictures to see there. This storm system that's producing this cold front is going to bring us showers and storms tomorrow. We'll talk about that coming up in just a bit.
Well, today, Michigan drivers can expect to pay $4.57 for a gallon of gas. That is the highest price ever. But one expert says it's going to get a whole lot worse. He thinks we should expect to see $6 plus per gallon this summer, and that could really put the hurt on summer travel. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester live tonight. And Hank, folks are living paycheck to paycheck, and this is really squeezing them.
It certainly is, Karen. I mean, we thought 450, 460 was bad. Get ready. Well, right now here at this Royal Oak Mobile Station 13 in Woodward, we're hovering right at about 459. That's the regular cash price. But as you said, many insiders predicting numbers are going to go up. In fact, we're talking $6 a gallon this summer. We know gas prices are soaring, but just how high will they go this summer? According to a new report by J.P. Morgan Chase, the national average could soon be $6 a gallon. People pumping up, paying roughly $4.30 now, already not happy with where things stand. We know gas prices are soaring, but just how high will they go this summer? According to a new report by J.P. Morgan Chase, the national average could soon be $6 a gallon. People pumping up, paying roughly $4.30 now, already not happy with where things stand.
Bad. really bad.
It's definitely creeping back up a little bit, though, you know, so.
$6 a gallon will likely take a big bite out of your budget, and these new numbers could really affect summer travel plans. Here's a look at how it could affect some vacations. What about a summer trip in the car? We did a little math. If gas is $6.20 a gallon, say, and you average about 20 miles per gallon, a trip from the D to Traverse City will cost you $79. Heading out of state, maybe Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, a popular summer destination, that will set you back about $170. And if you cross the country for a road trip, maybe to the Grand Canyon, that's going to cost you more than $600. So what can you do to help deal with what could be a big price jump in the near future? Set a budget and prepare now. Here's financial expert Kirk Cassidy.
This is where we dip into our reserves, carpooling, driving less, spending less on other things so that you can get yourself the job, get your kids to school, and do the things you need to do.
Back out here live in Royal Oak. Again, the price here at 13 and Woodward, $4.59. We saw prices around $4.30, $4.40 in the city of Detroit. We were out in Canton today. We were seeing roughly $4.50, so it really depends on where you're going. We have a lot of money-saving advice, tips for you to find the best prices around. They're all right now on the Help Me Hank page at clickondetroit.com. For now, we're live tonight in Royal Oak. Hank Winchester, Help Me Hank, Local 4.
All right, we always appreciate the help. Thank you, Hank.
Teaming up to prevent violence. Two of the top law enforcement officers in Wayne County taking a stroll through Detroit's Greektown Entertainment District. Police Chief James White and the Wayne County Sheriff sending a message. Priya Mann's been following their walkabout. With more on what they want to know, let's get to Priya Mann in Greektown.
Hey, Devin, you know, a lot of families already here in Greektown. There's several goals here for both the Wayne County Police Department as well, Sheriff's Department, as well as DPD. They want to put an end to drag racing. They're also looking at parental responsibilities and curfews. Now, as a reminder, if you are under 16, you cannot be in Greektown without a parent or guardian after 10 p.m. If you're 16 or 17, that curfew is 11 p.m. These are rules that are already on the books. Both DPD and the Sheriff's Department partnering together to put an end to the violence.
At nighttime, they probably could increase the presence.
Son Anderson is a Greektown staple. He spent Friday afternoon chatting with Detroit Police Chief James White and Wayne County Sheriff Raphael Washington. The artist says the vibe changes when the sun sets.
Most of this happens at night, and usually that's when I leave, because you can just feel the energy change down here.
Last Saturday, 3 people were shot during a violent weekend in Greektown.
Then just close out what we want everybody to have a good time.
These partners are vowing to curb the violence.
We want people to be safe. We don't want people to come down and get into situations and make impulsive decisions that literally changes their lives.
They're looking at curfews and parental responsibility ordinances.
If you're allowing your child to be out here late at night, that's a problem.
They're also going after drag racing.
It's important that we stop the drag racing as we see it and that drifting, and we're going to do that together. We're going to be out partnering with the city of Detroit and the police department together.
You'll notice increased police patrols and metal detectors.
You got a CPL and you're down here and you see the metal detector, just bring your CPL out and no problem.
Not violate anybody's rights, just running them through a metal detector.
It's good to see the chief out here. It's also the sheriff, because we need that.
You know, we're talking about metal detectors, but we're also talking about scooters. Law enforcement is actually working with the app of these scooters to shut them off between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., and that goes into effect today. So remember, if you are coming down to Greektown, have a good time. Both police officers are saying this is a great time to be out here. Just make sure that you stay safe so that everyone here enjoys their night. Reporting live in Greektown, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya.
Student faces charges after a suspicious backpack is found in a Huron Township high school. 18-year-old Rocky Edmonds is accused of bringing marijuana, an airsoft gun, a knife, and alcohol on school grounds. A teacher found the book bag Tuesday morning at Summit Academy North High School. Edmonds faces several drug and weapons charges. Bond is set at $20,000 with a GPS tether. He's due back in court on June 1st.
Help Me Hank consumer alert. There is a new safety warning about a product designed to rescue small children in an emergency. The Baby Rescue devices were sold online between 2010 and December of 2011, so a span of 11 years. They're designed to lower infants and small children from an upper level floor, but testing by the Consumer Product Safety Commission shows the bag can detach from the grip line, which would pose, of course, a fall hazard for any child in the bag. Now, it's not a recall. CPS CDC advises anyone who has the device to dispose of it immediately.
A healthy diet is important at any age, but a new study suggests many seniors are not getting the quality of food they need, and the situation's likely getting worse, not better. A study published in the Journal of American Medicine compared diets of those age 65 and older from 2001 to 2018. Researchers found the portion of seniors with a poor quality diet increased from 51% to 61%. Cleveland Clinic Dr. Ronan Factora says there are a number of physical issues that impact how seniors eat.
As you get older, your sense of smell goes down, sense of taste is affected, and you don't tend to like food as much as before. Your memory of the way that food tastes is not the same as when you eat. There are medical problems that can affect your sense of taste and smell and affect your appetite.
Medications can also have an impact. Then there are social issues. Someone may have lost their spouse who normally cooked for them, or financial issues may prevent them from buying healthier foods. Eating a poor quality diet can hurt seniors' physical and mental health. The doctor recommends trying to eat more colorful fruits and vegetables along with lean meats. Getting regular exercise can help boost your appetite, and eating smaller, more frequent meals may be easier on digestion.
You can always get the benefit of good nutrition at any time of your life. There's always the daily impact of good nutrition on your health, on your gut health, on your mobility. And then down the line, the more you adhere to these good dietary habits, the better off you're going to be.
Factora says if you are concerned about a loved one's diet, try to gently discuss the issue and encourage them to speak to their doctor. It is important to note the study analyzed seniors' diets before the pandemic and the recent sky-high grocery prices, both of which have also had a negative impact on how many seniors are eating healthy.